Hi kids! Today I'm going to be talking about something that was rather disturbing when I figured out the numbers. The other day I made a video talking about how I met my goal, how I had used more than I spent by quite a bit of money, and I was really happy. I had kept a running tally through the entire year of how much I spent. You know, every time I'd do a haul, I'd add it to the tally. Every time I'd do an empties, I'd subtract it from the tally. So I kind of had like an idea of where I was in my goal. The problem was that I wasn't adding up my monthly totals. So it wasn't really registering how much I was spending, which it should have been. If my spending was keeping up with my usage, I should have realized how much I was spending, but I didn't. Now, I'm going to tell you that my tallies showed that I had used up $601.15 more than I had spent. Now, I don't know if I made a mistake throughout the year or if I made a mistake last night when I was adding all this up. What? Because what I have, my total, is that I spent $1,915.33. Let that sink in. And that I had used up $2,413.48, which was a difference of $498.15. So I'm off $100 somewhere. The point is that I met my goal. Whether you use the low number or the high number, I met my goal. I used more than I spent. But did I really need to spend $1,900? I'm guessing not. I'm big on retail therapy, though. I have to admit, I'm like, I'm not hardly spending any money, but then I spend like, $130 in one night. So retail therapy is a bad thing for me. So let's go through the numbers month by month. January, I spent $236.51. I used up $201.79. Now, January is, I would assume, now I've never kept track like I did last year, but I'm assuming that January is a really big spending month for me because the sales are coming out, the after Christmas sales, and Christmas just happened, and retail therapy is a big thing for me. Anyway, so January wasn't that bad. I spent $34.72 more than I had used. Not bad, but when you look at that, $34 is actually $236 worth of stuff. That's too much. This is too much. But February, now, okay, let's go back a little ways. Okay, in December, right before Christmas of 2018, I was told I had cancer. So in January and February, I was going through surgery. I had to have a surgery that I had to have like a surgery biopsy thing. And then I had to have surgery to remove the cancer, and there was a lot of things going on. So, retail therapy, yeah. February's retail therapy was $234.37. I only used up $139.51. A lot of that was because I was using less products. Like when you're getting ready to have surgery, a major surgery, there's no tanning products. There's no dyeing of the hair. You don't want to go in wearing makeup. And I had to go in the end of February to the hospital. A few things went wrong while I was in the hospital. So I was in the hospital a few days longer than I should have been. And then I came out early March. So I had bought $94 more than I used. March, I only spent $94.83 in March. I think that's reasonable. I think that's where my spending should be. And I only used up $113.87, which is a difference of using up $19 more, $19.04 more than I spent. I think, to me, that that's a reasonable month. It's not the month that I spent the less or the least. It is the month where I used up the least, though. I don't know. I got home in March. I wanted to make a video talking about what happened and stuff. And the first thing I started doing was putting on the tanner, because if you don't know me, I will link the first video up here in the cards. I mean, I am white as a ghost or a zombie or whatever you'd like to say. That's my normal color. Okay, I am white. So I like to put on the tanner and use some bronzer and so forth. Yeah. Anyways, I think that's reasonable. I think that's my most reasonable month. Next is April. I spent $165.91 and I used up $223.99. That means I used up $58.08 more than I spent. I think that's on the high side, but you know, I'm fine with that. May, I spent $131.53 and I used up $157.91. That means I used up $26.38 more than I spent. Very reasonable. I'm okay with that. June, I spent $85.10 and I used up $171.21. That means I used up $86.11 more than I spent. I think $85 is a reasonable price to spend. I think $171 is a lot to use. So I would say June was very successful. You can tell when I was happier compared to when I wasn't happy. Okay, July, I spent $129.38 and I used up $232.96. Wow. So that means I used up $103.58 more than I spent. That is unreal. Well, I mean, it's real, but it's amazing. August. Trying to think what happened in August. I don't know. Something bad must have happened in August because August was my worst month. I spent $270.67. Let that sink in. I spent $270.67. I used up $241.18, which means I only spent $29.49 more than I used, but I spent $270. That's wrong. I mean, you've got to understand, I am not in a financial position to go around spending that much money on beauty products. I'm just not. So, September, I used up, or okay, let's start with how much I spent. I spent $159.37. I think that's high, but okay. And then I used up $328.66. Wow. I think that's the most I used. Yeah, that's the most I used up in 1 month. That's a really good. I used up $169.29 more than I spent. That's a really high amount. I mean, wow. So October is my birthday month. I had some financial responsibilities I had to take care of for my health. So October and November, I was saving up money for things I had to do. So I spent in October $84.20. I used up $243.67. That means I used up $159.47 more than I spent. Reasonable. Well, I mean, I think that's using up a lot, but it's a reasonable amount spent. In November, because that's where the bulk of my financial responsibilities for my health care I spent $67.41. And I used up a total of $212.47. That means I used up $145.06 more than I spent. When I use up that much, I'm just shocked by how much I use in a month. December, I felt like I needed to treat myself because I just went a long time without getting anything new. No eyeshadow palettes. No, I don't know. I was just feeling like I needed to treat myself. It was December. So I went a little crazy. And I know I went crazy. And I felt like I was going crazy at the time. And I spent $256.05. And I used up $146.26. So that means I spent $109.79 more than I used. That was way too high. Way too high. I don't care how bummed out I was. I don't care how whiny I was being. There's no reason for that kind of retail therapy. It's just, no. So, anyways, that comes down to our original numbers I discussed at the beginning. Now, I think my goal for 2020 is going to be different. My goal for 2019 was to use more than I spent. Well, obviously, I covered that. I covered that anywhere from $500 to $600 more. Who knows? Math. You know, I used to be really good at math, but I had a couple of strokes, and now I'm like, math. So, yeah. I have a new goal for this year. My new goal for this year is to get my spending down. I never want to spend more than $200 in 1 month. That's crazy. No one should spend more than $200 in 1 month. I'm just going to say that right now. This is ridiculous. I've already decided that all the expensive things that I used for my hair, I'm no longer going to use those products because I'm losing my hair anyways. I'll link that up in the description or in the cards. And so there's some big expenses right there. Not big, but for my budget, big. So yeah, that budget's going to come down. And I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do. I know that in December of this year, and I guess like a little bit in November, mostly it was December, that was December, I bought things that I didn't want just to buy something. I just really wanted to buy something. And I'm not going to do that. I don't want to do that. I'm not going to say I'm never going to do it again. But a lot of times I'll do that. I mean, quite honestly, I need to feel good, so I go out and buy something. I know. Maybe I should see a real therapist. But, you know, it's so much easier to buy something than actually talk about your feelings. So, my goal for 2020 is to spend less. I never want to spend over $200 in 1 month. And I'd like to get my spending down to under $1,500. I still want to keep my usage above what I'm spending, which shouldn't be difficult because I do get subscription boxes and I do have a collection of more things than. And I never really buy stuff for retail price. I always buy things off of Outlook, or I have coupons, or I just wait for sales. So I'm really good about that kind of thing. Mostly. But then when I see a sale, I'm like, oh, well, I have permission to spend as much as I want. So, that is my financial confession. If you have some financial confessions, I'd like to hear them as well. So, I guess my real goal is to feel better. Stop buying things that I don't need and just start to feel better and be happier with my life instead of buying things. Ooh, that got deep. Okay, let's snap out of that. Yeah, so my goal for 2020 is to never spend more than $200 in a month and to keep my spending under $1,500. I still want to use more than I spend, which shouldn't be a problem because I get subscription boxes and I have a bunch of stuff. So it should all be good. I think someone's knocking on my door. So hit like, hit subscribe, and if you have any financial confessions to make, I'd love to hear them. And let's all make better financial decisions in 2020. So I'll see you later. Bye!